2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. And for San Antonio, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. And it's Castle in at the point. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital. And second chance points may just decide this game.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Now Butler with the teardrop. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
Sohan outside. Oh, Green with a block. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Castle. Rebounded by Butler. Hield on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Castle. There's the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Stephen Castle.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. San Antonio on top, up by 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
But they can't afford to get complacent because of the early success. There is still a lot of basketball to be played.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Horford in at the 5. Outside Johnson. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
More than capable as a ball handler. Keldon Johnson calling his own number.
And here's Curry for 3. Rebound by San Antonio.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Here's Castle. He's covered by Curry. From 10 feet away. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Puts up a deep 3. in time, but it would not fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. San Antonio on top. They're up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1. And
second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Devin Vassell out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. That's the San Antonio 5. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
No good on the free throw. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
And he's good on the second. And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
Here's Castle. He's covered by Curry. Here's Barnes. To the left side wing. Here's Castle.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
So both teams changing it up here. And so Horford will bring it up for Golden State. 2-point game. It's Pajemski on the wing. Pass to Kuminga. Shoots over Johnson. Can't tie it up. That one misses. No good. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Spurs up by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Brandon Pajemski out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Moody in at small forward. Shot clock at 6. Here's Green. It's tipped.
Yeah, the reach is amazing. Sohan will get his fair share of blocks during his career.
Yeah!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Harper. Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Jimsky. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. You make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Butler. Over Barnes. A shot by Butler, no good. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Golden State foul. Stephen Curry.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 5. 9 seconds left in the fourth.
And look who's coming onto the hardwood now. Get out of your seat, Spurs fans.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Stephon Castle.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
Jackson Davis. Cash!
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're leading by 3. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth.
Time to get up and get loud right now. Come on, fans. Stand up and make some noise.
Here's Castle. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Stephen Curry. Second personal foul.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
At the line for San Antonio.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much do it.
So we see the Spurs get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA